We are now at question 7 of the CXC CSEC May 2014 General Paper 2 exam video solution. And in this question 7, we are told that the number of books in each of the bags of 30 students were counted and that these are the results. And so the first person here had 5 books, this person had 4 books, this person had 6 books, and so on and so forth. And the first part of this question wants us to complete this table. This table was presented and we are to complete this table. So in this column we have the number of books per bag. And for one book there were 2. And this is the tally for 2. There were 2 bags with one book. And the f times x here is a way of counting the total number of books that were in this group. So f is a frequency and x is a number of books. For the bags with 2 books, there were 3 bags, and this is the tally for 3. So there are 3 bags with 2 books each, and so the total number of books in this group was 6. 3 bags had 2 books each, and we are now required to complete this table. And so to complete the row for 3 books, we would count the number of times 3 occurred in this data. And we can count it like this. In the first column there are none, none here, none here. 1, 2, 3, none here, none here, none here, 4, 5. And so 3 occurred 5 times. And let's go through that again. None here, none here, none here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so 3 occurred 5 times in the table, and so there were 5 bags with 3 books. And so the tally mark for 5 is this, and so the frequency there is 5. And so there were 5 bags with 3 books, and so the total number of books in this set is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. For the number of bags with 4 books, we simply have to count the number of times 4 occurred in this data. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 bags with 4 books, and the tally mark for 6 is this. And so the frequency for 4 books is 6, and what we had were 6 bags with 4 books, and so the total number of books here is 24. 6 times 4 is 24, and that's it. There are 24 books in this group. For 5 books, we count again number of times 5 occurred in this data, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so 5 occurred 7 times, and so there were 7 bags with 5 books, and the tally mark for 7 is this, and that's 7. Frequency here is 7, and so there were 7 bags with 5 books each, and so the total number of books here is 35. 7 multiplied by 5 is 35. For the bags with 6 books, we need to count now the number of times 6 occurred in this data. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so that's 4. So 4 bags had 6 books, and the tally here is 4. And so the frequency for 6 books is 4. And so the total number of books in this set is 24. 4 bags had 6 books, and so the total here is 24. For 7 books, we need to now know the number of bags with 7 books, and so we count the number of 7s in this data, and this is it. 1, 2, 3, and so that's 3. So only 3 bags had 7 books, and so the tally mark for 3 is this, and that frequency is 3, and there were 3 bags with 7 books, and so the total number of books in this set is 21. and that's it. Total number of books in this set is 21. And so the sum here would give us a total number of books in the sample, because there were 2 books in this set, 6 books in this set, 15 books in this set, 24 books in this set, 35 books in this set, 24 books in this set, and 21 books in this set. And so that's the answer for that part. We have completed the table. Part B now wants us to state the modal number of books. Now the modal number of books is the number of books that had the highest frequency. And if we look at the frequency column, we see that the highest frequency is 7. And that's it. And so 5 books occurred in 7 bags. And so 5 books in a bag had the highest frequency. 5 books in a bag occurred 7 times, and so the modal number of books is 5. And so we can write that. The modal number of books is 5. Part C now wants us to state the total number of books. And the total number of books, as I've said, will match the sum of this F multiplied by X column. And this is it. That is the sum of the F times X column. And so the total number of books would be the sum of the numbers here, because as I said, there were 2 books here, 6 books here, 15 books here, and so forth. And so if we sum these values, the total is 127. And so there were 127 books in this sample. Let's move down now to part C2. C2 wants us to calculate the mean number of books per bag. The mean number of books per bag. And that is simply calculated by taking the total number of books and dividing that by the number of bags. The total number of books was 127, and there were 30 bags. And so the mean number of books per bag would be 127 divided by 30, and that is 4.23. 4.23 books per bag is the mean number of books per bag. Part D now wants us to calculate the probability that a randomly selected student will have less than 4 books. We have to find the probability that a randomly selected student will have less than 4 books. Now the setup data for less than 4 books is right here. This is a setup data for 1 book in a bag. This is a setup data for 2 books in a bag. This is a setup data for 3 books in a bag. And so the total number of students that had 1 book is 2. The total number of students that had 2 books is 3. The total number of students that had 3 books is 5. And so we are talking about these students. These are the students that had less than 4 books in their bags. And the probability of selecting one of those students from the 30 students in the survey would be equal to the sum of these students, which would be 2 plus 3 plus 5. And so that is 10. And the probability therefore works out to be 10 divided by 30, which reduces to 1/3. And so the probability of selecting a student randomly that would have less than 4 books in their bag is 1/3. And that's the answer for part D, and that's the end of question 7. And we'll do question 8 in the next video. See you then.